the long-awaited what is on my iPhone video. Two things before I get started. One, if you hear a noise in the background, which I'm sure you do, it is my daughter's fan. It's actually an app that she uses to sleep with every night. I have a baby, and she can only sleep with that app. She has to hear it. So I apologize. I know it's probably going to get annoying for some of you guys, but please try and look over it. If you can't, then feel free to skip out of this video. Number two, this video is probably going to be a quite long video. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I have an iPhone 8 Plus. It is the black one. It is the 256 gigabyte. So I do have a lot of storage space. Therefore, I have a lot of apps on my phone. It's just my thing. I love apps. Therefore, this video will probably be long. However, I hope that because I have a decent amount of apps, that you guys can actually find something that you like. I know that so many people put out these videos, but as I watch them, so many people have the same apps over and over and over, and it gets so redundant and so boring. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is my home screen, and as you guys can see, I like to rearrange my home screen quite a few different ways, but I don't like to fill up the whole thing because it kind of stresses me out. I know that may sound funny, but that's just the way it is. So I have 3 rows. So this is my assistive touch. You can actually turn this on by going to your settings, clicking on general, and then clicking accessibility. Okay, so the first app is Facebook, obviously, Twitter. All of my social media is linked below if you guys want to follow me. Marco Polo, I love this app because me and my best friend talk on it. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie app, only it's video. The next app that I have is this one called Focal Mark. And this is basically just an app to help you come up with different hashtags for your Instagram photos. You can put in whatever the photo is, where your location is, what type of camera, and then you can come down here and click generate, and it will come up with hashtags for you to put on your photo for Instagram, just to kind of help you get more exposure. Next, of course, is Instagram. Like I said, all that will be linked below. Then we have the IGTV app. I really like this app, and I have been doing videos on here. If you guys want to follow me on here, if you're following me on Instagram, you're automatically going to see my videos that I put on IGTV in your feed when you open up the app. So, okay, the next one is really fun. This one is called Reaction Cam. Now, I downloaded this app because I want to start doing videos on my IGTV of reactions to different types of videos that I find on YouTube that I find interesting. Now, they could be like beauty videos, or they could just be paranormal video. This is Reaction Cam. Now, what it does is when you open it up, you paste the link of the video from YouTube that you want to react to. It will start playing that video as well as recording you. So it's really, really cool because it's recorded all in one video, and then all you got to do is post it to wherever you want it. So this one's pretty cool. I have Snapchat. This one is called Fuse, and basically it just lets you take like, I don't know, movable photos. So if you guys can see, here's kind of like a feed on Fuse, right? So if I turn my phone, you guys can't see me turning my phone, but you'll see that the pictures move as I turn my phone. Now I have a profile here. I'm under Veronica, and here's just some of the photos that I've posted. Like, for instance, here's one of me doing Bible study, and like I said, I am turning my phone, and you guys can see the photo. Here's one of a storm that was coming. It's just a really fun, cool app, and I've had this one for quite a while, and I really, really like it. So if you guys want to follow me, you guys can go over there and follow me. Okay, the next one is Pinterest. I love Pinterest, especially for wallpapers. Then I have my WordPress app because I do have a blog that is linked below if you guys want to follow it. Then I have my Tumblr. The next page. This is where I keep all of my apps that I use for my planning. Now, I used to use a paper planner. I don't really do that anymore. It was just too hectic, and I found that I didn't really use it because I couldn't really carry it with me. So I decided to switch over to digital planning. Now, these are all the apps that I use for digital planning. This is called a clocks app. Now this is what I like to use for my like nightstand at nighttime. You could turn it on here and basically design the clock that you want. Now I have mine set as purple right now, and then my phone right now, just you guys can see my phone is in portrait mode, but if I turn my phone to landscape mode, I can actually set my phone on my nightstand and I will have a digital clock. So I really like this one. Like I said, it's just called Clocks. Then I have Mail, I have my notes, and I have this one called Family. This one is a planner app. I actually have a 2-minute app rave video on this particular app that I will try to link below. If I do not link it below, go to my channel page, click on the playlist that says iPhone videos, and it will be in that playlist, because sometimes I forget to link stuff. Then I have OneNote, Microsoft OneNote. This is the app that I use, that I keep all of my information in, including my journal. You will have all these notebooks that you can create. And then as you, like for instance, click on one, I will click on journal. You open it up kind of like a notebook that has different sections. And each one is a page for me. So let's say June 13th, you could see my journal entry here. And that's the way it is for everything. I have one for my Bible where I can click on Bible and have different things for journaling ideas. I can click on like prayers. A lot of times I click on Pinterest and I see like these prayers, and I just save the photo and come over here and make a special notebook for it. So it's really good, helps me keep everything organized, and it syncs between my computer or my laptop and my phone and my iPad, so I always have everything where I need it, no matter what device I'm on. This one is called Notebook. Now Notebook is where I have my bullet journal, where I have different things for YouTube, and I also keep things from like books that I'm reading, like this is a book that I'm reading right now. So here's my bullet journal. I'm just starting this one. As you guys can see, here is my key that I made, that I'm going to be using for my bullet journal. This is a menu, like a, what we're going to have every night. As I get to it, I fill these in, and I'll show you guys what I use to do that. But I fill each day in because, it helps me keep track of what I want to cook that night. And I'm kind of behind on a few days because we've eaten takeout a few times, so but there's that. And then I have my YouTube, to where I can keep like all I want my video ideas and any kind of like research that I need to do for videos. So there is Notebooks, and that is a free app. Then I have this app called Note. This is what I use. It's called what is it called? Metamoji Note. You guys see right here. And this is where I design my menus. So it's really easy. All I got to do is click on the date that I want, and then I could write in whatever meal that we were having that day with my stylus, or actually come up here and use the text. You can actually freehand write it if you have an Apple Pencil or whatever, or you can use the text and do it that way. So that's what I use for my menus. Then I have the Google Photos, I have the App Store, I have this one called Video 365 that you can literally take a video every single day or a photo every single day, and then at the end of the year you could put it together in one big video, and it's really cool, and it's free on the Apple Market. We have the Countdown app. I love this app for just counting things down. Life 360 is a tracking app that me and my family use. So let's move on to the next page. Okay, up here I just have YouTube TV. I have Daily Motion. I have Live Raise, which is kind of like Periscope. It's where people go live. I use it to watch a couple YouTubers that I really like. The Omar Gosh TV. I watch him on here, and The Fam, which is James. I watch him on here, and Mo Sargi. I really like them. They are kind of paranormal channels that go and explore like all these haunted places. So I really like them. Then I have Periscope. I have Twitch not because I'm a gamer. I have Twitch because there is a girl. Her name is Crystal, and she does paranormal live streams on Twitch. So I watch her sometimes. Then I have Pluto TV. Now, if you don't have cable and you don't have a subscription to Netflix or to Hulu or whatever, and you want to watch some TV, I highly recommend Pluto TV. This is a free service that has streaming TV all day long. You can listen to music channels. I don't want to turn it on because I don't want to get copywritten, but you can listen to music channels. You can watch animal channels. You can watch, they have a really good horror channel on here that you could see like scary movies and stuff. Definitely download Pluto TV, guys. You need it. Trust me. Then I have Hulu, I have Netflix, I have Movie Diary. Movie Diary is a cool app that probably will not be on the Apple market for long. This is where you can go and watch new release movies. It is legitimately on the Apple market and is a free app. You can watch TV shows, or you can come down here, like I said, and watch movies. So now if I go over here and I click on See All, you guys can see the list of movies that you can actually click on and watch. Now it's kind of confusing, so I'm going to show you really quickly how to use it. Let's say that I wanted to watch this movie over here called Adrift. I would click on it, right? Up here you're going to see a little play button in the middle of the movie. When you click on the play button, it's going to generate links. Sometimes you will have to click on every single link to find one that works. But it is worth it, because when you do, the movie streams perfectly. It doesn't buffer. It's perfect, like you're actually watching it on Hulu or Netflix. So you can see this one has a ton of links to click on. So I just start at the top, and a lot of times I get lucky with the first link. But it is a free app. They have a lot of really good movies, like this is the new Overboard movie, Tomb Raider. They have some really good movies on here, guys. So I definitely recommend go download Movie Diary. Then I have TED Talks. Then I have this one called Stories, which is basically just an app where you can see news stories. That's basically what it is. Okay, let's move on to this page. Now, this is my last page. This is where I keep all the apps that I enjoy, but I only use them sometimes. Okay? So, my first folder is called Brains. Now, in here is where I keep all my smart stuff, okay, to make me smart, hopefully. This one called Books, Films, and Bands, okay? If you click on this, this is where you can keep a running list of all of the books, movies, or bands that you want to see or read, okay? Right now, the only one that I use is books, so I'm going to click on books. You guys can see here are the books that I've listed that I want to read. And I'm currently reading this one right now, so when I'm done, I will check it off my list. So if you're a reader, if you like music, or if you're somebody who really enjoys going to the movies, this is a really good app to use to keep track of all that. Okay, next I have Goodreads. Then I have my Kindle. Then I have iBooks. I have this one called My Books, which is basically just like iBooks and Kindle. I'll open it up really quickly for you guys. It's basically just a lot of like the old classic books that you can read for free. Crime and Punishment. They have the Scarlet Letter, all of the Tom Sawyers. It's really cool. If you have never read a lot of the classic books and you would like to, then I recommend that app. I have this one called CBD Reader, which is it's once again just like Kindle or iBooks. It's for me to read books. Then I have the BookBub app. Now, if you guys are into reading, I definitely recommend you download BookBub, because they will have free books on here sometimes that you can actually download and download to your Kindle and read. And there's some really good books. Like they have like the discounted ones as well as free ones, and I really like this app a lot. Ebook search. I also have a 2-minute app rave video on this app. Like I said, it'll be in that playlist if I forget to link it. But you can download free iBooks here, guys, for your iBook app. As you guys can see here, I always click on this one. Over 250,000 free iBooks. So if you click on that, it will take you through categories that you can choose from. I always just click on either top rated, popular, or genres. Mostly genres, because I like to read a lot of like self-help books. But you'll see on here, for instance, I'll click parenting. Here's all the parenting books. It's literally endless. And what you would do is, for instance, okay, let's go up here to the top. Let's click this one. If you click it, it'll pop up. All you got to do is click on the book. it'll pop up and it'll say download book, and then it will take you to the Apple Market, and you will download it just like you would any other book, and it will go directly into your iBooks app. So I definitely recommend that one. eBooks for free. This one is just a bookmark from Safari, and it is from the christianbook.com website, and it's just the bookmark to their free books that I keep on here. Okay, so then we have audiobooks. You can download free audiobooks here. Overdrive is what I use to check out things from my library. Book lending is where you can go and people can actually lend you ebooks. You can request them and get them, lent to you. E-Reader IQ is the same thing. It's just a bookmark where it's to like free books. So, okay, back to this one. Let's see. Then we have we have Drippler, which is basically just a bunch of Apple news. App Directory is like free apps. It's just another bookmark. Then I have App Advice, which has free apps every day that are normally for paid. You can download them for free, so I recommend this app. I have Apollo because this is the app that I use for Reddit. Then I have Blog Lovin'. I have Medium, which is basically just kind of like this website where people can write news articles. And you can go and read them. Some of them are pretty freaking interesting. It's just one of those apps that's like a time passer. Then I have the news app. I have Stone because I'm into crystals. I love crystals and different rocks and things like that. And this is a pretty good app for a beginner. It just tells you what each of them are. So let's click on this one, the Peridot, and it will tell you all about it and stuff like that. So if you're into crystals, that's a good app. Then we have this one called, I guess it's called Vocree or Vocur. I don't know what it's called, but I don't know how to say that, but let's click on it here. I see what it's doing here. It is a translation app. I completely forgot even what this app was. I haven't used it in forever. But you can translate language. So if I wanted to translate something in English to Spanish, then you could do that, and vice versa. And there's many different that you saw. Photo math is where you basically can take a picture of a math problem and it'll tell you how to solve it. Multiplication is something I use for my kids because I do homeschool. And then I have Duolingo because I really want to learn how to speak Spanish. The next folder is cameras. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth on these. If you guys want a video on the cameras that I use to film videos as well as take photos, let me know. And I'll do a video specifically for that. But this video would be forever long if I went through each one of these. So I'm just going to hold the screen here and just kind of show you guys what they are, and you guys can check them out in the App Store for yourself. I will go through a couple. This one is pretty good for saturated videos. This one is one that I film a lot of my YouTube videos on. Let's see. You guys know the Kira app, right? The one with makes everything sparkly that you see on Instagram. It's a paid app, all right? But if you don't want to pay for that app, but yet you want the same effect, go download Sparkle or Sparkle Cam. It's the exact same thing, and they're free. So there's basically my camera apps. Then we have the custom folder, and this is where I keep everything that I use to customize my iPhone. Whether it be my icons, whether it be to make my own wallpapers, which I have a video on, whether it be my widgets, things like that, my fonts, for certain apps, it's all in here. So I have Wallpaper Fix, which allows you to take a photo or something that may not fit your screen, and you can, fit it with this app. Cocopa is what I use to change my icons. Unsplash is actually, I don't really remember what this one is. I haven't used it it's just basically an app where you can download different photos that people have posted and use them as wallpapers. You guys can see here. So that's what that is. Bible lock screens. This one's a cool app for Bible verse screensavers and lock screens. It is paid app though. Widget is a really cool app for different widgets that you can get for your notification screen. This one is the same thing. Chime is a really fun app that I've told so many of my friends have asked me, what is that? Just tell me what that is. I want that on my phone. But basically, it's an app that will tell you the time. And I downloaded it when I was working, and I wanted to know the time. You could set it to tell you every hour or every half hour. And you could either set it to a person's voice or like a bell, and it will literally get on there, and it will, every hour it'll say like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, simple like that. But yet you don't have to constantly keep pulling out your phone to look at the time. Lingo Jam is just a bookmark to a website for fonts. This is the same thing. Bitmoji, Fancy Key Pro is what I use for my keyboard. Okay, I'm bringing up a new text message to show you guys. This is the standard keyboard, right? But if I click on this, I can go to Fancy Pro, and there's what my keyboard looks like. Now, you can download different themes within Fancy Pro. If you guys want a video on this more in depth, then let me know. But there's not really much to it. You just click on the little F up here in the corner, click on themes. These are all the ones that I've downloaded and made. You can make your own. I made this one myself. It has like little effects to it. You can get different fonts, all kinds of like cool stuff. Like you click up here, you can change your font to like all of these. What the font is basically where you could take a photo of words on your screen, and it will tell you what font it is if you really like the font. The extras folder, not going to go into that. It's just basically Apple apps. Then we have the finance folder, which honestly is a bunch of boring stuff like Walmart, Amazon, my banking app, discount calculators, things like that. So we won't go into that. Food. We have egg timer here. I'm horrible at boiling eggs, guys. And my kids love hard-boiled eggs. So I downloaded me a timer so I can get them right all the time. This one is my cookbook where you can actually put your own recipes and stuff in there, so it's easy accessible. Listies is what I use for my grocery list when I go to the grocery store. Spark Recipes, Tasty, and In the Kitchen are all recipe apps. Grocery is for Walmart grocery pickup, and then I have my HEB app because I love HEB and that's where I shop most of the time. Okay, next folder is games. Same thing with this. Not going to go too in depth with games. Honestly, I have 3 pages of games and I don't play all of these. So I'm going to quickly go through the ones that I play just to let you guys know which ones, in my opinion, are the best. Number 1, I like The Sims Mobile better than The Sims Free Play. Okay. The next one that I really like is Pet Buddies. I've had this on my phone for years and I love it. I was recently obsessed with Matchington Mansion. I think I've made it to level 148 and I'm stuck. So I haven't really played that too much. Holio is my new obsession and I'm going to show you guys why. Okay, let's just click on this. It is so fun to me. Like, you literally get skins for your hole. This sounds funny, but it's the truth. They do different things. You have to do different things to unlock them. But we're just going to stay with my kitty cat. And basically all you do is say play, and you have to eat stuff. Okay? And you got to be careful because people, as you eat stuff, you get bigger. Your hole gets bigger. So I'm going to eat that person, right? So you keep going, and as other people get bigger, they'll try to eat you. And it is so fun. You just keep going. Basically, the object of the game is to get your hole really, really big and eat as much crap as you can. Like, I'm going to eat that person. Sorry, dude, I killed you. But it's to get your hole really, really big and eat as much as you can, basically. Like, I'm not going to do very good in here. Oh, Lordy, this is like so nerve-wracking to me. You have to find the park. Whoever finds the park, honestly, is probably like definitely going to win the game. Like, oh my God, look at that person. Look how big they are. Holy cannoli. They are huge because they found the park first, and the park has like 1 million stuff to eat all at once. So you have the opportunity to like really, really grow your hole. It sounds so funny just saying all this, but yeah, like you have the opportunity to like grow pretty big pretty quick. So normally whoever finds the park first is pretty much the winner. And you only get like a limited time to do it. As you guys can see the top of the clock in the little top corner. That's how long you get to like do all this. And as like, oh my God, there's another park. See, like, look how big I'm getting. Oh my God, I'm so happy right now. Woo, look how big I'm getting. Like, now that I'm bigger, I could start eating like all these buildings, right? And like, there's different tasks that you can do, and the game starts getting farther away. Like, your view starts pulling out so you can see where you are better the bigger you get. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, this is like my current obsession right now is Holio, because it's just freaking amazing. I love it. I doubt I'm going to get to eat that building. Woohoo! Let's see what... Look, guys. Second place. Yeah, baby. Anyway, that's Holio. Next is Fallout Shelter. I used to really like playing that. Not so much anymore. Then we have Cooking Fever. This one's pretty cool. I really like Yahtzee. I tried playing Fortnite. I suck. Dead Trigger 2. I'm scared. Don't want to play that. Survival Island. Kind of like it a little bit. Akinator. That's pretty cool to play sometimes. And just like random games. Whatever y'all see. Okay, next folder is my God folder. This is where I keep all my apps to Bible study. I have my Bible. I have the lost books of the Bible. I have the study Bible, verse by verse Bible study, which has a lot of videos on it that you can watch. Our Daily Bread, which is daily devotionals, and then a couple bookmarks, 2 websites that I like to read. Then we have the health app, and I'm just going to click on this really quick, go through some of my favorites, and be done with this one. We have Happy Scale to keep track of my weight. Zero, which is an intermittent fasting app. Love to intermittent fast. It is a great way to lose weight. It is a very healthy way to lose weight. It's amazing. This is a You8 app, which basically you can take photos of everything that you ate all day and post whether or not you were on track or not. It's pretty cool. Blood pressure monitor. Eve, this is my period app. Nice. Okay. If there are any kids watching this video, please plug your ears right now. Okay. So, all the adults that are watching, this one is an app to track how many times you and your partner are intimate. Let's just say it that way. Okay? So, yeah, moving on. GoodRx is a coupon app for prescriptions, and I've used this so many times, guys, and it is amazing. I can't stress that enough. Get this app if you have to take prescription medications. Okay? What to expect pregnancy. The Wonder Years is where I keep track of Gracie's leaps that she goes through, so I know when she's going to be really cranky. This is the fan app that she listens to. I have it on my phone and I have it on my iPad. That's what you guys are hearing in the background right now. If that app was not on right now to where she was hearing that, I would not be filming this video because she would not be asleep. So, Relax Melodies, Chakra Healing, just some different apps like that. This one is to track my steps. Then we have some daily workout apps and some different other apps that with bookmarks at things that I was reading. Then we have the music folder. KSBJ is my local Christian radio station. Simple Radio is, it's okay, I guess. It's where you can just listen to radio stations wherever. Musi is my favorite. You can go and make playlists and stuff to listen to music. I love this app so much. I highly recommend it, guys. Love this app. Recommend it. Over Spotify, over Pandora, over every other app. I recommend it. It's free. It's amazing. I love it. This one is one that I've just downloaded. Don't really know much about it. It seems to be kind of like Musi, but I don't really want to say it is yet. I haven't really worked it much. Spotify, I'm not really a big fan, but I do have it. Vintage Radio has all the old radio shows from like back in the 30s and 40s and 50s that you can listen to. I love this app. Oldies Radio just plays oldies, top 40, and 90s radio. And then we have Shazam. Genius is a lyrics app, and Hush Little Baby is a bookmark to the song Hush Little Baby because I sing it to my daughter all the time. Okay, this one is called Outside, my outside folder. Cam on Pro and I Spy are basically apps that have webcams all over the world. Like, I'm going to click on this, okay? and show you guys what these do. I think they're cool. They're just time passers, basically. But it has webcams. Like, look at all these webcams, guys. Okay, so let's not even go to the US. Let's go over here to, where do you guys want to go to? Let's go to Dublin, Ireland. I've always wanted to live in Ireland. So what you do is you click on the little green tab, right? Because that tells you that that's an active webcam. Now, if you see a red one, that tells you that it's not active. And you'll see the little sidebar pop out. It says that this webcam is in a church. So let's click on it, okay? Let's see what they're doing in church. Ooh, it's dark there. Now, these webcams are live, okay? So if this church was haunted, we'd be seeing little ghosties right now. Down here at the bottom, you can see controls here and you can see controls here. You can control the app like you guys saw. I just panned over. You can zoom in, like we just zoomed in, and you can zoom out. So there's the church. Next app is just the I Spy app, which is basically the same thing. They're both free. Then I have my weather channel, my radar, weather widget. Live chasing is, if you are a fan of like tornado chasers, get this app. Because in the summertime when they all go online and they're out chasing tornadoes and they have all these like live feeds and stuff, you can watch them on here. It's pretty cool. Garden answers and leaf snap. If you have like a plant that you don't know what it is, take a photo of it and these apps can tell you what it is. iNaturalist is basically an app where, okay, let's say places around you in your town, in your state or whatever, anything that people find that they find unusual, like plants or berries or anything outside growing in the wild, they can take photos on here and like people can see, hey, you know, that's pretty cool, and help them identify what it is, and it's just nice. Sorry, guys. Okay, next is All Trails. I really like to go hiking, so this is a good app to show you all the hiking trails in your area. Texas State Parks, because I live in Texas. We have the AT&T Drive Mode app, which if you turn it on while you're driving, it will silence your phone. We have the maps, Google Street View, Google Earth. This one, which shows you like the different stages of like dawn and dusk and what time it's going to occur. Skyview Light, which shows you like where all the planets are and the moon and the stars and all the constellations. This one is also like a constellation app. And the same with this one. Okay, next we have the podcast folder. Now, I'm going to be doing a podcast later on. Maybe when my little girl gets a little bit older to where I have a little bit more time. But it's going to be a podcast talking about like all things like conspiracy theories and things like that. So these are the apps that I'm going to use. Oops, I don't know why you're on that page, little sucker. But anyway, these are the apps that I'm going to use. Recorder to record it. This one also records the podcast, and then I'm going to be putting it probably on Spreaker. So you'll be able to click on, like, download the Spreaker app and actually subscribe to my podcast there and listen to all my podcast episodes. I also have one on Anchor, but I have a 2-minute app review video on Anchor. It's a really cool app if you're into podcasts, like doing podcasts yourself. However, you can also listen to other people's podcasts on there. But if you're going to be doing a podcast yourself, I don't necessarily recommend Anchor because you can only record up to 5 minutes. And to be honest with you guys, you can't really talk about much in 5 minutes. I don't really think. So that's that. Then we have my picture editing folder. Now, once again, the video would be forever long if I was to go through all of these. So you guys can just kind of look over them, pick and choose which ones you think look interesting, and kind of go get them yourself. But I'm going to show you guys the ones that I use the most frequently. Okay, I use Fonto for so many things. I use Fonto for my YouTube thumbnails. I use Fonto to make my wallpapers for my phone. I use Fonto for so many different things. I highly recommend this app. Facetune. I like to use the white brighten feature in Facetune. I like to use the white brighten in Facetune because it just makes everything so white and pretty, and I like that a lot. Also, the details option in there. Snapseed is my go-to app to edit my photos because I'm going to go to my Instagram really quickly and show you guys. I don't really overly edit my photos. I used to, but it's just not my thing anymore. Like, I like the more natural look. I like it to look, I like it to look more natural. Like my Instagram, like here's my Instagram, Miss Veronica. It's all about like my family. You guys can see my little girl on here. Like, oh my God, look at this, guys. This is me when I was my little girl's age. And this is my little girl. It looks like I've been cloned or something. Anyway, I don't really overly edit my photos. I do a lot of Snapchat filters, things like that. Mostly what I like to do with my photos is bump up the saturation, kind of bump up the contrast a little bit. When I do put a filter on it, you'll see that it's just like a black and white filter, or, you know, I mean, it's not something that's like huge, you know what I mean? So what is it called? Snapseed is my one that I use most frequently. Then here's another page. On here, I don't really use any of these too often, to be honest with you guys. I would say probably Color Story. That's got some good filters. On this page, this one, AHDR, I use this one quite frequently for my photography. Not really any of the rest of them. This page, yeah, I don't really use any of these. I would say Background Eraser, maybe sometimes. Not a whole lot, but you guys can see the ones I have. Then I have my Photos folder, which just has Dropbox, Shoebox, and Photo Vault to store photos. My Random folder, I don't know why I do this. It aggravates me so bad when I do that. And there's like a space or a hole. I can't stand that. Okay, so I have My Love, which is just a countdown for how long me and my fiance has been together. KHOU 11, which is the Houston news station. The 5 to 0, what is it called? Police scanner radio, basically. I have that. The offender location, offender locator is an app that shows you where all the sex offenders are in your area. And I highly recommend every parent download that app because it's very helpful. Tape measure, it's very helpful actually. Magic Cleaner. Okay, if you have an iPhone, you need to download the Magic Cleaner app. This app cleans out all the junk in your phone, like all the old files and stuff that apps have left behind, and it frees up space on your phone. It is free. You can download on the market or the app store. It's just called Magic Cleaner. It's the best one. They have a few different ones, but take it from me. Download this one. It's the best one. Then I have Documents, Apple Support, Meteor, which is just a Wi-Fi tester. It lets you know how fast your Wi-Fi is. Hiya is a app that I use to filter my spam calls. I hate those calls. So I have this, and whenever one pops up, it'll tell me that it's spam, and I just won't answer it. Unroll Me is to get rid of all the spam emails that I have. So then I have this one called Sites, and I'm not even going to open it up. It's just random bookmarks to different websites that I've came across that I really wanted to keep, and it's in that folder. Then I have this one called Social. Okay, these are where I keep all of my social media apps that I don't use on a daily basis. So I have Nextdoor, which is just an app where people from your neighborhood, you can join different neighborhoods. It is very safe, and I'll tell you why, because they literally have this thing locked down, man. They will send you a postcard in the mail that you have to validate yourself, that you actually live where you live. You have to give them your phone number and all this bunch of stuff so they can validate that you are where you are. It's crazy, but it's a really cool app to know what's going on around you and with your neighbors. Facebook Messenger Life. Okay, this one is basically, I want to say it's a forum app where a lot of people are on it, and let me open it up and show you guys. It may be something that you guys would like to do yourself. You can do it anonymously. Basically, it's an app to where people create different journeys, okay? And it's basically like little journals. And you talk about different aspects of your life that could be bothering you or you're having trouble with. There's a lot of things on here for weight loss, people trying to lose weight, people trying to get pregnant, people having affairs. I mean, it's actually a pretty cool read. You can follow these journeys to where you're notified when people post new entries. It's just really cool if that's kind of your thing. I don't really use it too much anymore. Unfold is an app you could use to make your Instagram stories. Instacaption is an app that you could use to come up with captions for your photos for Instagram. The V-Files is just a bookmark to my paranormal channel. TubeBuddy, YouTube Studio, and SubCount is just apps that I use for my YouTube channel. Social Blade, same thing. Repost is to repost things from Facebook. And I don't really know what this one is unless it's to repost things from YouTube. Okay, next we have my spooky folder. This is where I keep all of my like ghost hunting apps that I want to try out or I really like. All the one like creepy like forums and just like random stuff like that. So we have a voice recorder app that I like to use to do EVPs. This is the best ghost hunting app ever, guys. Okay, so if you're out ghost hunting and you want a good app, a good legitimate app, download this one. It's called the M2 Ghost Hunter. Okay, and it has so many different things in it. It has the EMF detector. It has the spirit box. It has so many different things, and it's very technical. Like you have to read a lot in the app so it could tell you how to use each piece of equipment in there, and it tells you like how it works. It's just really cool. It's $2.99, but it's definitely worth it if it's something that you're going to be using all the time. Then we have this one, which is basically a spirit box. Ghost Radar Classic and Ghost Detector. These are kind of just fun apps that we play around with. I don't really believe these. Cryptozoologist. I think this might be... Oh yeah, this is just like an app that talks about like weird and unusual like creatures and monsters and like Bigfoot and all that kind of stuff. Then we have the Creepypasta app where you can read creepy stories. And then the paranormal, what is this called? Paranormal. It's another forum basically that has like 5 paranormal events caught in the movies. Like just different paranormal stuff. It's like a forum. Time Suck. This guy is like, it's kind of like a podcast. Okay, well it is a podcast basically. And he talks about paranormal stuff, so I like to listen to him sometimes. Bigfoot Radio, same thing. BFRO is just another app for the Bigfoot Researchers Organization. I think that's what it stands for. So they show you like different areas where there's been sightings of Bigfoot and that kind of thing. And believe it or not, you guys can laugh at me, but I actually believe that there's Bigfoot. Okay, don't laugh at me, but I actually believe like they're finding different creatures every single day. Who's to say Bigfoot can't exist? Who knows? Anyway, the thought's kind of fun to think about. Anyway, Beyond Reality Radio is just another paranormal podcast. Same thing with this. Mysterious Universe, another app that is a paranormal podcast. And then we have my podcast app. As you can tell, I'm a podcast person. I like to listen to podcasts in the shower. I like to listen to podcasts while I'm doing dishes and cleaning house. And I'll just really quickly show you guys some of my favorite podcasts that I'm subscribed to. This one is probably my favorite. It is called Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. I really like this one. At Home with Sally, Our Daily Bread. I have some homeschool ones. Just some different ones like that. So, okay, moving on, guys. Where are we at? Oh, we're right here. The video edit folder. So, once again, not really going to go through these with you guys. If you want separate videos, let me know. If you want to know how to do a certain thing, let me know. I'll do a separate video. But this video, like I said, is already going to be pretty long. So, the ones that I use the most in here is iMovie to edit my videos. Sometimes I use Splice. Sometimes I need to use this to flip my video if I accidentally film with my phone the wrong way. This one I like to use for music for like my videos. It has a lot of cool like music on here for free. This one right here I use to transfer photos from my iPad or my iPhone back and forth to each other. That's pretty much the ones I use the most. Then I have this one called Work. I have the calendar. I have Jort because I really like this planner a lot. So I go back and forth. Calendars and planners and journals and things like that, those are my diehard apps that I download a lot. And Jort is a really, really good app for planning and stuff. But I go back and forth between that and the other app that I showed you called Family Organizer. Yeah, so I keep it in here. ScanBot to scan documents, PayPal Business, PayPal Here, my Style Hall Society app because that's my network. Then we have this app called FOAP. I guess that's how you say it. This one's pretty cool. Okay, if you're like an amateur photographer, you don't have to be a pro. You can get on here as soon as I find out where my profile is here. Click on me, I think. No, I have to click over here. MissVeronyka, there I am. So basically what you do is you take photos that you've taken. Now, this app is very, very strict on your photos because you can actually make money off of your photos, guys. They will not allow you to even upload screenshots, okay? And here's how I know this. When I have a photography Instagram, and a lot of those photos I don't have saved on a hard drive. So I went to my Instagram and I was going to screenshot the photos, crop them, and bring them over here and upload them. It knew when I tried to upload the photo that it was a screenshot. So it would not allow me to upload it, which was a bummer because so many of my photos that were actually taken by me, I can't upload. But I understand why they do it because it's a legitimate site that you can earn legitimate money from, and they want to make sure that you're not stealing someone else's work. So here's some of the photos that I've uploaded, and basically people will upload them to folders and stuff, and if they sell them, then you get money from that, and also, like, you can sell your photos. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like, it'll tell you how much money you can get from it. It's really cool. So if it's something that you're interested in, download it. It's called FOAP. Then we have FameBit and Octoly, and those are basically just apps that you can use if you have a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube to get like different sponsorships. Honestly, I've never even used them yet. Okay, my last folder is called Test. These are where, when I download any new apps, I put them in this folder because I don't know if I want to keep them or not until I test them out. So they go into this folder. And in here, I have Exodo, which is kind of like a planning thing. I have Text Edit Plus, same thing. Informant 5, which is a same thing. Schedule Planner and InFocus Pro and LE Calendar. All of these are kind of like planner things that I want to see if I can, like, or if I want to keep. Puffin Browser. I'm probably going to keep this one if it decides to start working again. And then Solitaire Pets. Somebody told me that this was a really fun game, so I downloaded this and haven't played it yet to see if I want to keep it. So there are all of my apps on my iPhone. Okay, so back to my home screen. Here's what everything looks like again. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, thumbs up really help my channel. Even if you want to give me a thumbs down, those help too. I don't think YouTube really cares anymore what the videos are rated. But please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you want to share it with your friends, if you guys think that maybe there's apps in here that some of your friends might like to download, then definitely share it. Let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite apps are. Tell me your 5 top favorite apps that are not common apps. And by common, I mean not like Snapchat or Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or anything like that. Tell me 5 apps that you use that aren't really that common. That's some of your favorites. I would really be interested in seeing that. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys to death. I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to get this video up. I've been saying for about 2 months now that I was going to put this up. I'm so sorry. I wanted to get this up tonight because I was just like, it's time. I got to do this. Even though I'm literally, you guys, sitting in my bedroom in the dark, in the middle of my bed, with my 11-month-old baby sleeping beside me. That's how I'm filming this video right now. So forgive me that I'm not on camera. Forgive me that the video looks the way it does. All that matters is that you can see the screen of the iPhone. So, because that's all that matters is the apps, right? But anyway, More videos are coming soon. Regular videos for those of you guys, if I could speak, that like my lifestyle videos, my beauty videos, and all that good stuff. More videos are coming. For those of you guys that are excited to see my paranormal videos again, more videos are coming. So anyway, my little girl is moving around. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye, guys.